You should try. Difficulties, doing good deeds, difficulties is saving much more merits. Therefore, difficulties is to face, to use, to do good deeds.
And I may try to ask you a question or something.
Yes,
It
yes.
is helpful to give you some idea. Do you already know what you want to say?
Sarah said to share about this retreat and any updated news about Tabor Center in U.S.
Yes. So I was wondering, like, maybe you can share that this time you traveled together with David, not alone.
Oh.
And sometimes you were spending time with the group, sometimes separately. I don't know. How did you feel about all the experience?
Oh, yeah. I thought that our group had a good good environment with each other this time. Maybe just because it's a smaller group, so there will be less conflict between less people. And the space in the car was very easy because we have the correct number of people for the number of seats. So just because of that, there's more it's more relaxed between people because we're not fighting over the space. And we were using the black Mercedes, so we had all the space at the back for the luggage. So we didn't have to argue also where to put things. And we also had Sienna this time, Sele Sienna, and I felt like she has a really good, easygoing, like, attitude with the people. So that also made the trip feel relaxed and easy. And I thought all her planning was like the right balance of having a plan and being flexible. So we could create new plans at the moment, but she also had enough ideas about what to do to use the time effectively. First we visited her uncle's place.
Yes.
That was a little challenging because it was so cold and we arrived late. But a really interesting experience seeing his project, and also I think by getting to know us, he was very interested in working together, and I think he was happy to have a big group of visitors. Like maybe they are used to being alone or having only a few people, so maybe he didn't realize himself that he was missing to work with more people. And then we went to her place in Sun River, which had the also challenge of cold, but it was a really luxurious situation. And there I felt like I observed that Searo tried to help us detach from a good place and good situation. It was very easy to enjoy and to have it like a party, feel like a party atmosphere. But I feel like in that situation, Searo becomes more quiet and more inside, to balance our excitement mind. also got to meet Sele's brother Z, I had heard his voice since many years ago in his discussions with Seattle in 2006. So that was all interesting, like to have them coming back to Tabawa to work together again. And Sele Kema was also sending me some messages asking about your plans in Italy Center. So she was also, watching some of our videos, like with Sienna's family, and wanting to know your thoughts about her and the teacher where she's staying in Thailand. And
There's another question.
yeah.
I forgot. Sometimes you say that maybe like you can't advance well in your practice because maybe you don't do enough of good deeds. Do you feel you used this opportunity of being on the trip to do some of the good deeds that you might be satisfied or not? What opportunities did you find?
I always feel like the time with Seattle on a trip or in the group is a lot more effective in doing more continuous good deeds, especially meditation. Like I can remember about mindfulness and detachment much more. So the state of my mind is improving time by time in this condition. So I can feel like the difference from the start of the trip to now.
Can I would like to share something to her about good deeds. I want to remind you, I tell it to you from time to time, that you are very useful for me. And this is your good deed, that I feel very easy to share with you my practice and my different states of mind and my doubts if they arise. And very often, mostly, I might come and ask your advice, ask your explanation. If I have doubt in what Sayadaw is doing, in his behavior or something, you're the person to whom I would come because I know that you have enormous faith and you spent many years next to him and you understand many points that I do not understand. So I have to function only on trust about his teaching and just to get to practice and abandon, just detach if I don't understand something, just accept like this. But you can explain to me something that makes sense. So you are very useful for me. I believe this is also a very good deed to remove doubt from the mind of somebody. So also this, but also that when I want to share some Dhamma experience, some understanding, some insights, although my and yours practice is different, but you accept and you don't compare yourself that like I'm better, you're worse, and somebody achieves more, somebody less. You're very easy to, I feel easy with you to share without feeling that you might be hurt from my advancement, that you don't have that advancement. And this is not easy with other people. In you, I feel confidence to do like this. So you are helpful for me to speak out, and sometimes maybe you also give some feedback, and this is very helpful. Or sometimes you point out something that surprises you in my practice, and then I can explain to you and share to you my understanding. And like this, I also get more confidence in my practice. So I really appreciate, and yes, thank you for this, and please continue.
Thank you, Sally. I know I have a lot of good qualities like like that, but I also feel like so lacking, like in many ways, and like I'm still shy to talk to Seattle after many years, and I it's so difficult to be mindful, like especially in speaking. So in sharing time, like I forget what I want to say, or just my mind is kind of blank. So it's difficult to share.
What is different between Sayadaw and me? That with me you can share and you also frustrated and forget when you speak to Sayadaw.
I'm not sure the reason. Maybe Seattle knows the reason.
I mean, maybe this is not a question to reply, but just to see that if you can speak to me and can share it to me, you are capable of talking, then you can also to others, including Sayadaw. Especially that his listening to you will be more equanimous and more mindful than mine.
Maybe I should just forget these challenges and keep on doing good deeds.
You need to detach from yourself more and more. You must dare to do what you are difficult to do. In order to do what is not used to do for you, you need to stop what you used to do. If we are doing only what we used to do, we are difficult to do what we not used to do. So this is the practice of detachment. In order to detach from ourselves and our family member, we need to work together with the people who are difficult for us to work together. This is detachment from oneself, one habit. In this way, you will be more and more easy to detach from yourself and to reduce your weakness. It will take time, but it is essential. For me, I have been practicing and teaching from 1999 till now, not only in one country, but also in other countries. Therefore, in my experience, not much different if we see only the mental action or habit of the mind. Time are different from one to another, so places are also different, people are different. Situation may be different, but mental action and happening of the minds are nearly the same. So I have been experiencing the same habit of good and bad, like you in the past and also in the future. Not your habit, not your good points. Just cause and effect of ever-changing, selfless, impermanent nature. That's why nothing is new, nothing is difficult, everything is possible. We just need to emphasize more on detachment. We are doing good deeds, but most of the people are doing good deeds with attachment on oneself. So for me, I'm also doing good deeds, but I'm doing with detachment. That's why I can do more and more. I can understand more and more. I can represent to more and more. Please, people, action. So doing good deeds with attachment and doing good deeds with detachment or detaching mind is really different. So we need to detach more and more. If you are doing good deeds with attachment on the method, person, place and situation, your practice will not be developed seriously. So this is the same for Shari Kimasari and Robert now, American Uzin. So they attach, they are able to do good deeds. They can share, they can teach, but they are difficult to detach from their good points and weakness. We need to detach from both of good and bad, right and wrong. Doing only with detachment is really important. So we should emphasize more and more on detachment. I'm detaching, especially from collective mind, collective mistake, misunderstanding. That is really difficult. That's why I'm not much paying attention on personal mind, personal mistake. But if needed, I'm able to focus on personal mind or personal mistake. Now, time is changing, so also my teaching, the Baba Center, and the Baba family members in US are also changing to be better and better. The place concerned with us are also changing. Here is also nearby Washington DC, so in good location. big monastery. So they are also doing good deeds. This is because of detachment from past inconvenience in doing good deeds. Detachment from past mistake, bad deeds. In this way, we can develop more and more. In the past, not much good location, not much good people, not much good teaching like this. Now, because of doing good deeds continuously and seriously, time, place, person, people concerned with us or the Bhava Center are changing to be better and better. So we just need to continue doing good deeds like this. There may be weakness in our side, in the side of the Power Center, but what we are doing, good deeds with detachment, mindfulness and detachment is really powerful. Therefore, the power of practical doing good deeds will fulfill our need and the need of the Power Center. Because of the practical doing good deeds of the Power family members, the standard of the Power Center develop more and more.
That's true. That's probably the main point I wanted to say about changes in Taboa Center US. Now we have it feels like suddenly we have a group of very capable people.
That's why we already joined a Work for Peace group because that is new. That is new goodies for me and for our family members. For me, I already experienced like this, but not in US, but only in India. Now, we can cooperate with this group, so that is also doing new kinds of good deeds for the Power Center. I used to do like this very often. That is the cause of development and updates of the Power Center. In this way, there will be more and more easy to do good deeds in the Power Center. Changing is concerned with Myanmar, India, changing like this concerned with Myanmar, India. So it will spread to other countries also.
I wanted to ask you, Sarah, I'm not really sure what I'm doing that I should stop doing. And the other day you mentioned, like, when you were starting meditation, there were the main meditation teachers had already passed away, so you couldn't ask them directly. So I wanted to know more about your discovery about detachment, or realizing, like, the need for detachment. Because that seems like the point that I couldn't get from books or from another teacher.
We need to learn from everyone and everything, every method. Continuously and seriously. If we are skillful, we can detach, or we can stop, or we can change. So you should learn from me, from my teaching, from the Power Center. Besides, you should learn from the other also. To detach from me and the other meditation, me and the Power Center. In this way, you will be more and more skillful in doing only with detachment. I have to teach like this. But in the side of my followers, if they attach to, if they strongly attach on someone, they may change. They may change their attachment from me to other meditation master, and from my methods to other meditation method. So because the
Change the object.
because they cannot detach. But concerned with detachment, my teaching and the Power Center are really helpful, powerful, effective. So other method has, there may be good points in their method, but detachment is not easy in other method. They don't emphasize on detachment. That's why I have to emphasize on detachment. You should learn Buddhist literature by read. You should read Buddhist literature also. That is detachment from my teaching also. But you must detach from Buddhist literature also. Using with attachment is wrong. That's why we can change our attachment, but we should continue practicing detachment.
I feel like I learned something new about detachment just from this part of the trip to Virginia.
You can learn from the attachment of the other also, not only from our own attachment. We should learn from the attachment of the other. The more we know about attachment, the more we can detach. Not knowing about attachment is the cause of increasing attachment. Knowing about present attachment is the cause of reducing the power of attachment or increasing the power of detachment. Dealing with attachment is the problems between each other. Now we are doing good deeds, but if we are doing with attachment, there will be problems between each other. I have been solving the problems between members of the power center all the time because of their attachment. That's why doing only is really needed for more and more for the meditators and for the people in the society. Doing only with detachment, mindfulness and detachment become more and more essential. Now my teaching, this kind of teaching will be more and more concerned with more and more people.
Do you think that we are at a disadvantage because of can't understand your teaching in Burmese? Maybe in Burmese you can teach in many ways with many examples and a lot of details.
But AI can solve that problem. Language problem will be less and less in the future. AI can translate more and more clearly, skillfully. So there are many good points because of technology. But in my side also, I can teach more and more in English. Not much different between Myanmar and English. Not as before. I myself can teach more and more in English, but may not be the same. Teaching to the Myanmar people will not be the same with teaching to the foreigners because of different intelligence, different ability. That's why my teaching is changing naturally depending on different people, different time, different place. We decided to conduct meditation retreat here together with cooperating with our World for Peace group. So we already joined with the group, and then we already have connection with this Vietnamese temple. So it will be more easy in the future to I'm in Gonda meditation retreat here in this temple. This is my way of doing good deeds. I used to think more than one. If we are planning only for joining the working group, we may not be satisfied because there are many difficulties also in their side, also in our side. So I decided, I already experienced a lot like this. That's why I aim for two missions. One is meditation retreat, one is joining the working group. So we can be satisfied for both. Because of working them, we are not easy to walk together with them. They walk very fast. They used to walk like this.
Not cold. You're in walking cold.
Cool. My hands are cool. And because of the water, that is not easy. I can walk faster, but not flat land. Sometimes up and down, so not easy.
Yeah, it was very interesting. The lady here went to American University, and so she has a connection because I went to the talk there, and they have a meditation group, and they do meditation every Thursday. So there could be more like future connections, like with the university.
Yes, yeah.
And I was just thinking.
Could I ask a question?
Yes.
In English, I have a teacher voice. Yeah. In English, when we hear the word detachment, I can see how people would associate it with not caring. If you're detached, you don't care. And I don't think that's what you're asking of us. I mean, clearly, I feel an open heart when it sees suffering. Compassion arises naturally. But I'm assuming compassion is not attachment. Is that a fair statement?
It sounds like compassion and detachment cannot go together.
Yeah, I'm hoping that's not true.
Just the way
I'm-
it
Everything can
sounds.
go with it.
But we need both. We need to
Yes.
have compassion. Besides, we need to detach. Compassion is more easy. Detachment is not easy. Detachment.
So detachment and caring are not opposites.
Detachment is not rejecting. Detachment
Right.
is not rejecting. But attachment is mostly concerned with the mind. We will be far away, but not like that. Detachment is we can be together, but we should detach from each other. Detachment mostly concerned with the mind, not with physical and verbal action. We may be difficult to explain about attachment and detachment, but we should have the ability of detachment as much as we attach. Attachment is the cause of suffering, problems, difficulties.
Okay. I guess the term I hear a lot is grasping. Would grasping and attachment be closer?
Grasping.
Grasping, like wanting, trying to hold on to,
Yes,
not
but
allowing for impermanence.
As a meditator, we emphasize grasping of the mind, not with the hand.
Right,
We
yes.
will
yes.
we will have nothing, but we want to have everything. That is also grasping of,
Right.
of the
Yeah.
grasping or attaching of the mind. So that we pay more attention on the mind. That's why, as a meditator or meditation teacher, walking is physical action, mostly concerned with the physical action. For walking is not much important. Mindfulness, mindful walking, detaching mind, walking with detachment, walking with mindfulness. Mental actions are more important for the meditator. We may not walk like them, but we emphasize more to detach, more to be mindful. The mind action is more powerful than physical action.
So
Yes.
mindfulness and detachment. Mindfulness, just aware of my own mind state and where my mind is, what I'm focusing on.
We need to be mindful whatever we do. Yesterday, we stopped at rest area. At the rest area, the toilets are really nice. For free, no food, no business, but toilet is really nice. So I make video or live stream. So for the female side, I gave Sally Amara. You should shoot inside the female side, and then I shoot again inside the male side. But when I see her shooting, her mind is not stable. Her mindfulness is not very round, so not clear. I cannot see her shooting.
Yes.
Not much mindfulness. That's why very only the
Movement of the camera.
yeah not clear, not detailed. So not much detail.
Yes.
Only raw picture like this. So not clear.
Right.
And beside first, his mind is not stable. That's why his action shootings were not stable. So not
Yes.
suitable, not good looking. This is the power of mindfulness.
I would say with my mindfulness practice that the more mindful I become, the slower I become.
yes,
The world even seems to slow down.
we need to be
some,
mindful, even to know the small things.
Yes, yes. I used to rush through things out of
Yeah.
a sense of nervousness, or I don't know, my nervous system wasn't comfortable if I wasn't moving fast. And mindfulness has helped with that a lot.
For the people in the society, they emphasize only the physical and verbal action. They are not much mindful on the mind, present mind, whether the mind is stable or unstable. If the mind is stable, how much the mind is stable, or how the mind is unstable, how strong. The stability is how strong like that. So we need to be mindful like that.
Yes.
In this way, we can detach more and more from physical and verbal action. In this way, the mind became more and more gentle and pure. So we can understand more and more about ever-changing, selfless, impermanent nature.
Thank you.
For example, in the hospital, if I don't detach somewhat from the patients, then I'll be constantly taking all of their problems in. So that's like an example where like detachment can be like healthy.
That is a common issue, I think, for Westerners. When we hear detachment, it feels like cold, like not friendly.
Not caring. Yes.
Not caring, yes, really indifferent.
Yes, yes. It sounds like you shouldn't care about your family.
Yeah, but it's
Yes.
just that.
It's not, it's just a
It's
term.
semantics of the
Yes,
words.
vocabulary is always challenging.
The power of detachment can accept even the death of ourselves and the other.
The what?
Uh,
I'm sorry.
the power of
Detachment.
detachment. Detachment mostly concerned with the mind, not 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 dying of something, not losing someone or something. So just detachment mostly concerned with the mind. So we are sure to lose everything, including our life. We are sure to lose everything, all our belongings. Only our merits and demerits will be our own. That's why our mind have the power of mindfulness and detachment like this. In this way, we can accept whatever good or bad happening. That is the quality of the mind, stable and pure. Stability and purification of the mind is mostly needed, especially in developed country, because concerned with the material, so everything is ready. But the man, but attachment, the problem is attachment on material world. That is not good. Attachment is not good. Detachment from material or physical or verbal or mental action is good. Attachment is bad. Detachment from physical, verbal, and mental action is right, great. So we need to detach, mostly with the mind. That's why in meditation center, the more we practice, the more we don't need to worry for ourselves and for the other. For the people in the society, they need to worry all the time. A man, mother and daughter, wife and husband, friends, between the friends, they need to worry because of attachment. Attachment on world war is the cause of world war. Attachment on disease is the cause of disease. Attachment on car accident is the cause of facing with car accident. So that's why detachment is really needed for our safety also. I'm traveling all the time, but in the past, many different car owner, many different driver. So really difficult to control them. I emphasize only to detach from the speed, to detach from the driver, to detach from the condition of the car and roads. In this way, I'm safe. If I attach, I'm not safe for sure. Really dangerous.
The driver.
Could we also say non-attachment? Because that's also another good word. It's like a noun.
Non-attachment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
A bit softer.
A good word.
Yes. In
Feedback
English,
from
that
English
makes
speakers.
sense.
Detach
Yes.
is the verb, but non-attachment is the
Yes, you can also say non-attachment, like non-self.
non-grasping.
Non-grasping, yeah, we like that.
But to be non-attachment, we need to detach.
Exactly.
If we don't detach,
Yes. And one could practice non-attachment, and to an American, that sounds,
Yes, yeah.
it doesn't carry that connotation of not caring, which I know is maybe an odd concept, but it's just a verbal thing.
but that is also a part of, that is also maybe 10% true. If we practice meditation or mindfulness and detachment, we don't need to take care of we need to take care of our mind, not our body.
Caring is a mental activity, isn't it?
We if we are not practicing meditation, we are caring only physical and verbal action, not mental action. That's why, in order to detach from physical and verbal action, we need to attach on mental action and present happening of the mind. In this way, we can detach more and more. So
The mind is here too, though, right? The heart mind. I mean, again, that's an American.
We can do selfish, but like for the most selfless kind of love, like the unconditional love.
Right.
That's like with a pure
With a pure heart,
without the
right.
ego.
Yes, that's kind of where I've been practicing. Yes.
but we need to detach from the idea of our mind, our life, not something. That's why, if we occupy like this, if we grasp like this, that is wrong. We can use the mind. We can use life, not only our life, not only our mind. We should use the life of the other and the mind of the other. We should use the collective mind of the family, of the whole religion. This is using freely with detachment.
And beginning a practice with the awareness of the preciousness of a human birth. I mean, that's kind of where I was trying to sit. The preliminaries, and then impermanence, the fact that I'm here now, but it's fleeting. So that's also one of the. Know what I'm asking.
Some instructions tell us to start sitting meditation practice by contemplating
the preciousness of a human life, the
preciousness
fact
of
that we've
human.
encountered the teachings, that we have the leisure time to do the teachings, that it's all impermanent, so do it now. It's sort of a motivational, which all helps to sort of focus the mind and bring awareness to the mind.
But the language and the works are not complete. As a meditator, we need to be practice. We need to practice. We need to be practical.
Yes.
We need to practice more. In this way,
Yes, I mean,
knowledge, knowing with practice and without practice are different. So we need to know by our own practice, not only by listening and reading,
yes.
but also
Yes, I mean, I sit
practicing.
daily, and throughout the day, I stop and check into my mind, check into my breath, check into my body sensations, check into the headless way. And that's another teaching that's, when you look out, you don't see your own head. It's just, I'm sorry.
The theory and concept we're starting with, but then we go beyond the theory and concept with practice.
Yes, and, I sat 30 days in silence, so I do sit.
Yeah.
I do practice. I'm just sort of, I don't know what I'm asking. I'm done. Thank you.